What's up, everyone? I'm Justin Spears here with the Wildcaster and Tucson.com here at the Underestimated City, a local clothing brand right here in Tucson on 4th Avenue. I'm here with co-owner and founder of the Underestimated City, Israel Zavala. Now, Israel, we're here because simply you got some heavy-duty hardware on your hands. You have the old Tucson Toros mascot, Tuffy the Toro, and you had a deal with former owner of the Toros, Jay Zucker. This is how the opportunity came on your hands. But just how did it unfold for you to get your hands on such a historic piece of Tucson sports history?
Well, the way we kind of got our hands on with a lot of the old in-game use jerseys and Tuffy the Toro is during our discussions of doing a collaboration, he's like, hey, I got a bunch of throwback merchandise, stuff that we never got to sell before we closed up. Maybe we could work this into the deal somehow.
Sure.
You guys could help us push some of the older stuff, get rid of some of the mascots, and
yeah,
slowly that all just kind of became part of the deal of collaborating and creating new, almost throwback type stuff, and actually releasing some of the throwback stuff to our customer base.
Absolutely. And when you think about classic mascots in Tucson sports history, you think of I mean, I'm a millennial, so I'm a young one. I don't really remember the Toros that much, but I do remember Sandy Sidewinder. And with the Tucson Padres, you had Gambino, or the Great Bambino at Keno, or the Keno Bambino.
Actually, never knew he was named that.
Exactly. But this is Tucson's first minor league baseball team. This was what really set it off. I mean, if you want to say that, because again, baseball's such a big deal in Tucson, and you grew up in Tucson, so you know all about baseball.
For me, I honestly I loved Sandy Sidewinder, and I thought it was cool that the Padres came in Tucson. But to me, none of that has ever felt like any of those teams were iconic to me.
Sure.
To me, the original, the iconic, the OG type stuff to me was like Tuffy the Toro. To me, I felt like that was a staple in Tucson. For me, like I said, like the Cubs, like LA, like the Yankees. For us, we don't have any sports teams here now other than the Roadrunners.
Sure.
To me, just the idea of the Tucson Toros was like everyone in Tucson knew what the Tucson Toros were.
Absolutely. And again, the Toros played at High Corbett Field, and you actually went to one game. You said your kid co.
Yeah, my kid co-leader, Sam Granillo, took me to my first and only game. Yeah, that was pretty exciting for me because, like I said, my family wasn't always the best on funds, and one day he just asked me, hey, you want to go to Tucson Toros game? I'm like, sure, and so that was like my first and only real experience actually seeing a true Tucson Toros game. But other than that, I grew up knowing them, seeing the merch, seeing Tuffy the Toro at events, stuff like that.
Sure.
So, yeah, man.
You still got that cowbell, right?
I don't know, man. If I could find it, maybe. But it's locked up probably somewhere in a box at my mom's house. So
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't even know if that still exists.
Absolutely. And but basically, like you said, reestablishing Tucson Toros and what they mean to the city was pretty much the main goal. And I talked to owner Jay Zucker, and he said he handed it off to you guys, and you guys are responsible for pretty much pumping Tucson Toros back in the local scene.
Definitely, of course we got the Arizona Wildcats, the university here, and I feel like we're that huge college-based city. But what I think with everything kind of going away, like spring training, pretty much any type of baseball, the Toros, going out of business or whatever you want to call it, to a point is just kind of fallen part of history that just kind of gets lost.
Sure.
And for us, I've always been a huge fan of Tuffy the Toro. Everything from having it tattooed on my neck to basing our shop mascot Oshi off of Tuffy the Toro. For me, it was just kind of it was the only iconic team for me that had the Tucson name embedded with it. So, we to kind of not get it lost, that's where we were like, dude, it would be cool to find some real nice throwback stuff. But a lot of the throwback stuff that is out there is really like the uniforms I showed you, the brown and orange and yellow. That was real.
Those were wild. That was 70s.
Exactly. That's some real 70s stuff that people would wear out in the street. Today you probably couldn't find no one wanting to wear it. So that's why we're like, let's put a newer twist to it, put our brand twist onto it, and try to kind of, in a sense, through our own efforts, revive you know, that Tucson Toro vibe and history that people could kind of stay connected to. Because I know there's a lot of the older generation that's like, man, I remember my first time going to that. And so it brought up a lot of memories and a lot of cool, positive vibes for a lot of people. So.
And I know on Twitter you guys have been advertising this as well. You have game worn jerseys, gray and white.
Yeah. So we got a couple of the actual game worn jerseys still available here in store. But when we first put those out a few months ago, we sold a huge majority of them like right off the bat.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah, a lot of people, everyone from collectors to people trying to flip the jerseys. We just had a bunch of people.
That's great.
For them, so.
That's awesome. But you also have hats too.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Tucson Toros hats. I recognize a couple of the ones that are on the shelves, but the ones that really catch my attention are the white and red ones with just a T, because that's old school style. Kind of has a Tucson high feel to it a little bit.
It's just, I think for those might have been some of the newer hats they did, but they also.
Oh wow, really?
But I think they tried to go with like a throwback old school baseball feel to them, because I actually know the brand that they're put on, I believe it's brand 47.
Okay.
And brand 47 always has that vibe of trying to kind of like have that old school touch to them. But yeah, that you know, there's a little bit of everything. It almost looks like all the hats that we have are all from a different era in the Tucson Toros history.
That's awesome.
So everything from fitted to dad hats, strap backs. It's a cool little variety that they had stashed away for a while.
Yeah. And it was just all in a locker once
so pretty much everything. They had everything from the costumes to baseball cards. I don't know if I have some right here, but baseball cards, boxes and boxes of just stuff that they just wanted to really recirculate and get back out there. So
that's great. That's great. But this particular mascot head, you already had there's 3 total Tuffy the Toro heads.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, 3 of them.
And they're in 2 complete costumes, correct?
1 complete costume.
1 complete costume, and one of them already sold.
So we had 3. Okay, so we had 2 heads and 1 complete outfit. The 1 complete outfit sold right off the bat. About a week later, we sold the 2nd head, and so this is actually the last one we have available.
Okay, and this one's available for $500.
500, yeah.
Not 500,000.
No, 500.
500 bucks.
Yeah.
And this is probably the oldest one out of all
I
the
believe
mascots.
so. Out of the 3 that I remember seeing, the two other ones had still an older look to it, but this had like that really old school. You can see everything from the weathering to just the coloring starting to change to even some of the stains in the horns. But I believe this one is from the 70s. I can't say for sure if this was the first one, but this was definitely one of the older ones that we had. So.
This is what you call an OG.
Yeah, that's OG for real.
That's OG Tuffy the Toro.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that's the Underestimated City's co-owner, founder, Israel Zavala. Basically, this is a pretty big deal for you guys.
Yeah, man. For us, it's definitely a huge deal, because it's one thing that I had told you in previous conversations, is that this is something that we've worked on for over a year, just trying to get it. One is just trying to figure out if the trademark still existed, if someone even still owned it. We went on this Easter hunt of all, we would have friends and customers tell us different names of who owned the Toros. So, and then we finally narrowed it down to the actual owner and finally got in contact with them, built a relationship with him, and slowly, but surely, we finally got the collaboration piece together.
There's always a guy that knows a guy who knows a guy.
It literally was that. And some of the guys that knew the guys didn't even know the guy. It was somebody completely random that had nothing to do with the Toros organization. So it was pretty fun. It was fun going through that process.
That's awesome. Well, Tucson Toros gear all around here. Tuffy the Toro still alive and well. And Israel Zavala, you can catch him on 4th Avenue over here at the Underestimated City. For Justin Spears, here on 4th Avenue, don't forget to look at the Tuffy the Toro feature available right now on Tucson.com. Thanks for watching.